So this is about the projector system that everybody can collectively look into, the television. But it's more intertwined than that, what I would like to talk about. For whatever reason, they would direct our attention to otherworldly UFOs in the sky. Pardon me. It was a good breakfast. First of all, the people that report to us about it, can we trust them? I mean, are they really out there looking, and did they see it? They're reporting a story. So, and when you look at them, it's like, oof, wouldn't run into those people in a million years. So then, but now let's look at it was hard. I was getting into some real information here, and it's hard to get back to it. But basically, it's regarding the deception on the planet. The way that they keep grabbing onto perception in order to control the perception. And so, I guess the point that I want to make in this video is how that, okay, so alert, do you know that Mars is in Gemini and it's moving forward, still in retrograde shadow? We're still dealing with this gaslighting issue that is very real. It seems to be a flare-up now. It flares up. Now it's flaring up on this, like, epic scale, like, let's see how it works. Let's tell a story about this in our physical reality, and then air it. So, but it's not peaked yet. We have Mars that's going to be squaring Neptune. Remember? Mars squaring Neptune. For everybody, you know, mankind, man, the R is, Aries, is susceptible. I mean, man is susceptible to being gaslit, to being deceived, to actually just being foggy-headed and buying into things. It's already happening. We already have a massive problem with people not knowing the difference between the mind and reality. Nobody knows what reality is. And so it's interesting to hear different versions of what that might be, but really we already got a grip on it. We already know, science already has a place. It's more like ancient Sanskrit has a place for that word. As far as perception, when we think of it, some people know how to think of it correctly. Others have no idea what it really is still. That's important, and that's a matter of your perception. Was it even opened up into that outer space? So, you know, the latest thing is these things that are coming up, which is like, okay, so is it aliens or is it going to be the coming of Christ? Well, we have that shot that came in of the statue at Rio de Janeiro, the world-renowned Christ statue, was struck by lightning, and it wasn't just any old lightning. It looked like just major, massive bolt. And I do not deny that there's benevolent beings who live in outer space, and they may have technology rigged up, or it's always been here, that can harness the ionosphere and create that kind of scene. And if it was ever a sign, it's warning the Earth's population that you're living in deception, and here it is. Even Jesus was here to say, don't worship a false idol. And I doubt that she was saying, only worship me. That's not it. If we look at what Jesus was saying, which is just a small little reported to have said, few pages, and then we can summarize what was the purpose there. She was reported to have said, boy, if I could remember it now, I'd have to rewind it and get back on the subject better, but maybe somebody can help me out here. She was reported to have said some things. She says, look through me. Look through me. I and my Father are one. Look through me. This is like, well, what is she saying? She's like, use me as a looking glass. I am not who I say I am. I and my Father are one. Look through me. It's never going to be that names stand the test of time and says, I am the truth. That's a false idol. The real one is the truth. And that's what that scientist was trying to tell us, is that we look at the truth. We look at God. We don't look at what points at the truth, which is Antichrist. That's why the bolt of lightning comes down and warns us. It says, look, babes, you are in for it because you're believing all of the bullshit.